morning, everyone. This is Treya Tarot and the collective reading for Monday, August 19th, 2024. I just want to mention today, before we get started, that it is the Jupiter-Saturn square today and a full moon. So the setup for that is a bit of a tension, push and pull between expansion and growth and discipline, restriction, and rules, boundaries, things like that. So it's going to be an interesting day. I'm already having massive amounts of internet issues, so very Mercury retrograde with all of that tension in the air. It's coming through. If for any reason you feel so inclined, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see when I upload a new video, you can ring that notification bell as well. And let's just cut the deck, get started. See what we have up for today. The Hermit, the Eight of Swords, which I can already tell is right in alignment with the energy of today. The Nine of Swords, also right in alignment with that tension and the worry that's potentially possible. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so the Hermit, followed by the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. There's an inner knowing, an experience of inner knowing today that is all about and all around a prior restriction. So there's something most likely in each of our lives. This is kind of a general statement, but there's always something we are worried about or keeping ourselves penned in over. That Eight of Swords is about being bound by something, but a lot of the time it's being bound by something of your own making. So there are ideas or structures that we've built for ourselves that keep us kind of held back from our ultimate potential. And the Nine of Swords is an interesting card because it's all about worry and anxiety. But the person in each image, and this has been pretty across the board in most of the decks I've worked with, is covered, and that aspect often gets lost. The idea that she's covered by this blanket, she's in bed, she's in her safe space, and all of the worry and judgment and restriction that she's anxious over is in the ethers. It's from the past. They're ghosts. I love that, the way that's depicted in this image. But so there's an inner truth or an inner clarity coming forward about some way we've held ourselves back or some anxiety that we can move forward past now. The Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles tell me there's messages of help coming. There seems to be a push here, especially with today's energy, of mutual support. So don't be surprised if you find yourself helping other people get through whatever it is on their plate today and this week, as well as having other people help you get through whatever it is you're worrying about and anxious over this week. So the pages to me give me that little bit of hope. The little bit of hope that the message of the new idea, the message of the help with these two here is absolutely on its way to us. Best way I can say it. All these pages. I love when all the pages show up recently because there's so much to be experienced there in terms of newness, new ideas, new thought processes, new frames of mind. Again, Page of Cups can be messages of love, so don't be surprised if somebody comes forward and tells you that they have feelings for you. The Tower. I'm not surprised to see the Tower today. Something is obviously falling away. There's the anxiety of that is present for a lot of us. Change can be really hard. And that's how it's coming through for me. It's not coming through necessarily as a scary experience, but it's coming through as a big change that is very anxiety inducing. And that Page of Swords to line up with the 9 and the Tower tells me that the grief that is experienced is an open door. So there's something about letting your heart soften today a little bit. Dropping down the false walls you've built around yourself so that you can be in some reciprocal interactions today, some reciprocal help that requires a kind of softness and a emotional vulnerability or emotional openness to get through. The world tells me that the opportunity is there. So there's potentially something here that affects many people at once, or collectives at once, so multiple collectives at once. Judgment. Judgment's interesting because it's about release. It's about the freedom after the tension. I know that especially to have the Tower with Judgment following, some readers will see this as the potential for some sort of big issue happening to a lot of people at once that causes, some sort of unfortunate situation. I mean, that's the best way I can say it without being too specific. But the energy I'm picking up from the Tower and Judgment is that when the walls fall, when you've let down those guarded aspects of yourself, or when the situation has crumbled, you may feel relieved. There may be some relief involved here. And the Four of Wands just kind of confirms that for me. There's a falling away of an old thing today that's been bringing anxiety for ages. So this is a long-held issue, a long-held situation, something that has been difficult and unmoving, unwavering, just increasingly progressively more difficult the more you've gone through it. Just falling away. This is just going to fall away. And that falling away leaves you open. It leaves you open and free to move through that portal. That four is a portal card for me, but it is also the card of marriage and celebration and union. Union is a big term here. I'm getting shivers on that one. So there's definitely the coming together of people here. Knight of Cups confirms that. So on a collective level, I could see this as collective groups of people with helping each other mutually, coming together from good places. Actual movement forward in collective healing could be happening today, but or could be initiating today. It's the start of that process. But the end result of today's energy is actually an openness, an opening, a movement towards the things that feel better, towards the things that feel fulfilling. Some of this will definitely play out as relational situations. Some of this will play out as familial relational situations, specifically. So tensions within the family are bound to come to a head and then work towards resolving themselves. Things like that. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. The things that get swept away today must be necessary. They must have to go. That anxiety, that self-restriction, that needs to go for the wish to come through. So however you experience today, take care of yourself, okay? Today deserves softness and gentleness. Do not beat up on yourself today, okay? Do not try to monitor and work through any inner dialogues that might be self-defeating or self-abusive. You need to be working with the energy of fulfillment and love today. That's the focus, because the energy around you might be a bit much. Try to stay in the love today, okay? All right. Have a really good day. I hope everybody's all right, and even better than all right. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.